All right, welcome back to the Vocal Lube Podcast. This is episode 51, presented by Jetstream Studios. We are missing Bill, but he shall be here shortly. Seems to be caught in conversation, but we are on a time constraint, so we shall get after it.
Oh yeah, Bill is currently upstairs talking with our neighbor, Steve. Steve is currently inviting us to what he calls the big summer party that happens at his house. After July 4th, I'm surprised that they're going to invite us, but...
Well, I think they're inviting you two, not necessarily the gang of fools who come with it.
That's fair. That is very fair. Not that Bill or I were really any better, but I guess in some sense, I wasn't any better, really. But I guess in some sense,
yeah,
I also wasn't running through people's yards.
Yeah, I think you also keep the fools away, then it stays in check.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm not going to go over there and get shitty at their party, to be honest with you. Bunch of people I don't know.
I probably would get drunk, but I'd call it quits once I hit that
I guess
point.
for me, there's like a difference between like drunk and shitty.
Well, yeah.
Like drunk is like, oh, we're hanging out with everybody, having a good time. I'm buzzing, I'm drunk, whatever.
That's like
I'm flushed a little bit. Drunk? Shitty is like I'm in the garage and we're deadlifting and we're fucking lifting weights and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, drunk would be like I have like a couple Sunday scaries. Shitty's like I have a lot of Sunday scaries.
Almost like shitty's almost like it skips a couple days. And then whatever day that is the scaries.
Yeah. It's like a 3-day process of being like, well, that wasn't my best showing.
I mean, I must have been hydrating pretty well because honestly, I didn't get hungover after that.
I was definitely hungover. I mean, I wasn't like destroyed, but I wasn't feeling great. I mean, my body was also in severe pain.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just got done a workout, picked up more weight than my body was ever needed to. 5 pounds under 500.
Yeah.
If you do the math, that's 495.
Yeah, guy, I'm doing some rack pulls. A goated lift.
Yeah,
not many people know about.
Yeah, I mean, by all means, my hands could not pick that up, but with some strap assistance, it was able to be moved.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's definitely like a cheater lift because like there are moments where that strength would come. Like if you did have something that like you just needed to get up like a couple inches for sure, but it's not like the most functional strength thing on earth.
It's funny because I think that's the commonality of what a lot of people think about lifts like that. These like very short partial lifts, like pause reps, like quick half reps, quarter reps on the bench, squat, whatever it is. It doesn't help the full range of motion, but it certainly fucking helps that point that you're working.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely gonna get stronger.
Yeah.
It's just not like the full lift.
It's not the full lift. Granted, I don't think any of us are deadlifting 495 anytime soon.
Not a chance.
But this is a good way to build that top end strength so that your body can get used to holding that much weight.
I think the only way that I'm picking that up is if someone straps my legs together and then lifts me up by a crane and I have to hold the weight.
Yeah.
With straps on, because without the straps, it's still falling.
No, dude. I think my grip is maxing out at 400. I think that's like where it's like, okay, I can get it for a few. And after that, I'm not able to.
Yeah, I mean, that 405 when we had it on the ground July 4th was not coming off the ground.
Granted, I didn't try that other grip. I just went this way, which makes sense why it was just kind of coming out the hands real easy. But if I reverse gripped it, maybe I would have gotten it off the ground. But I don't think between there and the top end, that would have happened.
Yeah, it's fair.
I think it would have been pretty much just, I get it off the ground and that's about it. And then you think about it, full deadlift, you risk throwing your back out big time.
Oh, for sure. Weight. Yeah, if the form's not there, like if the whole body's not in unison, it's coming apart.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, when I rode my bike on Sunday and that being on the road bike in that position and that posture, I mean, that was brutal on my back. It doesn't even, like, I had like a half an hour to do it. So I rode like 5.5 miles, but, so it wasn't much, but just being on the bike for like 22 minutes, like fully leaned over the entire time. Like after that, my back was like, oh, we did something today.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's something I'm trying to work on, trying to build up to be able to sit in that position for like 4 hours. And it's going to take some time to do it comfortably.
Yeah. It's going to, yeah.
Not that I'll ever be like elite, like Tour de France level, but like those guys do that 22 days. They have 2 rest days.
Yeah. I think like at some point they hit immense pain too. Yeah. I think
I'm sure they're hurting.
They just grind through because this is their life.
But at the pace that they're, it's unbelievable how it would be cool to see like them doing strength training because their upper body is not, it's probably toned, but like, they're like very scrawny upper body, like incredibly scrawny.
Aerodynamic.
It is. That's definitely one point of it. And it's also, they measure power on a weight scale. It's like how much you weigh to the amount of power you can put down. So being light is definitely important.
Yeah.
But having incredibly strong legs.
I always fuck with those like those indoor
cyclocross
where their fucking legs are humongous. Like you've seen those guys lift. Whoa.
Have you seen have you seen pictures of the guys' legs after the Tour de France?
Yes.
They're like
their calves.
They're disturbing.
Yeah.
Like there's like no fat and it's just like their veins are like popping out. So I told you earlier before we started recording, the number 2 guy in the Tour crashed today and he's out.
Fuck.
Him and the guy who's in first had a doping screening at 2 a.m. the night prior. And so from what I was listening to, those random checks, unless they do it to like almost all of them, they have to have a reason to think that they are doping. So, but they were like the guy who's in first was like, yeah, he's like, I'm not saying he crashed because that, like we got woken up at 2 a.m. and had to do this, but he's like, it probably could have played
it didn't help.
Yeah. But they were saying like, there are these drug enhanced, like these small, like you take like a microdose of enhancement supplements, like at night, and they're out of your system within 4 hours. So like by the time you get screened and stuff, you're fine. The guy who's in first, I guess every time someone wins a stage, they have to do like a blood test just to make sure that they aren't doping. So he's been screened 3 times now, I think.
Wow.
In this one race. But the other guy I don't think has been screened yet. And but yeah, I didn't see that. I haven't seen the crash yet. But if he is out, I'm assuming
it must be pretty bad.
That's awful.
Yeah. And also his chances of winning at that point were probably so low that it was probably worth not coming back.
Yeah, I guess it's fair.
They're half the way through. He was over 4 minutes behind, and then with that crash, he would have been even further behind. So like the team probably was like just
no point to finish.
Yeah.
We're talking about the Tour de France right now.
No, I'm hip. Sorry about it taking so long. My neighbor came by around, invited me and Dan over to meet the rest of the neighbors, basically. Oh, yeah. Oh, my hair is just fucking wet and gross.
Yeah, good thing that's not a shared headset.
No, I know. It just makes me feel uncomfortable to myself wearing it. Like, it's gross. Yep. No, but he came by, invited us over to get some food for some thing he's throwing. Apparently, we're getting I don't know how far someone has to be considered a neighbor, but there's going to be new people moving up the road, apparently.
Oh, where he is?
Yeah.
Yeah, the people that I was going to try to buy the treadmill off of, they're moving out.
Oh, so no wonder the treadmill's not available anymore. They probably already fucking moved.
Well, no, the guy sold it that day.
Oh.
Because he hit me up when we were outside partying. He was like, hey, man, you want to come get it? And I was like...
Yeah, you said that. And I tried hitting him up, but it doesn't say that it was... It doesn't say that it was sold. It was just removed from Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, he sold it. He told me, he was like, all right, I'm going to have someone else come by and buy it. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
But yeah, no, he came by, said what's up, fucking, yeah, cool guy.
So whatever happened with, I'm changing topics right now with...
Well, I ended up getting some electrical work done around the house, which, arm and a leg. But that's besides the point. When they went to Dan's room, funny enough, they put like basically Dan came to me that like the other night, or I think that night when they installed them was like, hey, there's glass in my bed, like on the fucking blanket. I was like, the fuck are you talking about? He's like, no, there's glass on it, and I was like, okay, because what ended up happening was as they were doing the fans and stuff like that, I checked as much as I could without feeling like I was like a fucking nuisance to them, as if like I didn't trust the people I hired to come over and do it.
Seems like you shouldn't have trusted them.
I mean, I guess in hindsight, but regardless, I watched them as best I could. And I went into Dan's room twice initially, or actually no, 3 times, because we talked about the fans when they first came here, and then when he started it, and then when he finished it. And I was in the office that's right behind us, and I didn't have my headset on because I wanted to hear everything, because I just would rather be able to know what's going on. So I heard absolutely no loud noises, none of this, none of that, yada, yada. And Dan tells me there's glass in his bed. Well, turns out at some point, the dude, I guess, broke one of the lighting fixtures because our best assumption is that he left it on the bed and then like fucking tossed a hammer at it on like accident or something like that, maybe. But then like just proceeded not to clean it up. I have no fucking clue. Funny enough, the guy didn't use any plastic sheeting, which is hilarious in hindsight because he used it everywhere else in the house.
Oh, it's a different guy. You also got to mention that it was
one, and there was plastic sheeting on the couch. So like I guess he was like, well, fuck his roommate or something like that. And so Dan told me about that, and I was like, all right, well, I'll hit them up. And I hit them up, and well, actually, no, she called me the next day before I had a chance to call, because that was like the first thing they did. Like it was like they opened up at 8:01. They called and was like, hey, so like how was it? And I was like, everything's fine. And I remember first thing I was like, wait a minute, yeah, there's a lot of fucking glass in my roommate's, bed, yada yada. Like I'm trying to like make it.
You love saying yada yada.
Yeah, I know I do. But yada yada. No, I'm joking. But
you told her there's a lot of glass.
There's a lot of glass. And she was like, "All right, well, we will call you back." And then obviously got no answer.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What if I had a dog, a cat? What if it was anyone but me?
Yeah,
I would be furious, and I am mad because they fucked something of mine up. And luckily, I didn't like dive into my bed that day.
Yeah,
and luckily, I saw the glass sitting there on my bed. But
yeah, I mean, like that part too. But like also just the accountability of whoever was doing the work to be like, it sucks when you fuck up at work.
Yeah,
it certainly does. But like,
he didn't say a fucking word.
But like, you have to say something.
He didn't say a fucking word to me. Honestly, I honestly probably
the negligence of not saying anything is where the liability really comes in.
Yeah.
If he had said something and he was like, I don't have something to clean this up properly, at least he's covered the fact that he has notified you that something has occurred.
I mean,
he should have at least told his lead dude.
Yeah, because the dude came to me and like literally after he finished the fan and everything, and after everything was like kind of cleaned up, like that was the last time he showed me. We were in your room, and he was like, "Yeah, man, everything's good.
Yeah,
here's the fan. Here's like the remote. You want to test it out?" I was like, "Sure." I didn't stay in Dan's room too long because Dan doesn't like people being in his room. So I was like, all right, the fucking thing works. Let's keep
it is crazy though, because it's like I really do my best to keep people out of my room. And this is one person I've let 5 people in my room over the last 6 to 7 years. And
I think it's odd that they
did this.
Used a drop cloth everywhere except for there.
Yeah, no, there was plastic sheeting in my room, upstairs.
Didn't they have to cut the ceiling to put the hole in for your room and upstairs? Like in my room, they didn't cut.
I guess that's fair. They put it up because
anything?
they were anticipating drywall, but still, it's like you still put that down. Like, why the fuck wouldn't you?
Yeah, it is a little weird though. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of things that happen clearly that they didn't want to talk about, which concerns me because then it's like, what other corners did they cut?
Yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, we work in the world of this. Like, when one corner gets cut, you can best believe there are multiple corners that got cut. It's whether you can find them or not.
And that dude, like, I don't know. I mean, he seemed pretty cool, but I think towards the end, he was starting to be a little weird. Maybe he found, like, maybe I called him at, like, the wrong time, and I just didn't realize that that's why he was acting the way he was, because he, like, broke it. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean... But besides that, the pool lights are working.
That's what happens, though, when you use a big company is it's harder to get accountability.
Mm-hmm.
And then like shit like this is more likely to happen.
Yeah.
Not that in a small business is better than a large business, but like a small business, if there's 10 employees, like you get it resolved pretty quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times I fucked up in the field.
Yeah.
And you just have to eat it, man. You got to tell your lead technician or the GC or whoever's on site that's above you.
Yeah.
Let somebody know if they haven't caught it themselves. Like one time, I think Max
we've drilled through walls.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Max caught it when I did it, but I put a drill bit straight through both sides of a fucking wall before. And then Max had to go talk to the GC.
The funniest thing is the drywallers were on the other side of the wall, and I think they were just laughing.
Yeah.
And they were like just laughing.
Because I think they just did the wall and
they
just threw.
Just throw some putty on that shit.
Well, I think they had literally just finished that wall.
And I punched the fucking hole right through it.
Oh, they just painted? Okay.
I dropped a fucking fat hole right through that shit, man.
But it happens. Like the GC was like, all right, just tell those guys I'll get them to fix the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, like trust me.
Rather than if we didn't say anything, and let's say the drywallers weren't there, then we fucked.
And it's not even like $40 or $50 or whatever fucking you wanted out of it. It's not that. It's like granted, out of what I gave them, they could give $50 back.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, if $50 to make or break for a company like that, then I can't imagine they're still afloat.
It's okay. I mean, look, it's going on the internet. I want mine, and I'm sober this time, and I want to get mine. And no one better hold me back on this one. They're out here doing. No, I mean originally, because then you got to think, dude, it's not just us, right?
Oh, no.
He's doing this and lacking accountability everywhere he goes.
It was super funny because Dan,
and we're talking about electrical work.
Yeah, I know.
He could fucking burn someone's crib down if he's not taking accountability. He could kill people if he's not taking accountability. I mean, he could kill himself if he's not doing you know what I mean? Like, there's so many things to this where it's like you lose that little bit of integrity because you just don't have it in you to take accountability in that moment. Now, nothing you do, in my mind, I can fully trust.
It's one of the most dangerous trades, like, in the sense of, like, it doesn't matter if it happens when you're there. If you fuck something up, like, 3 years down the road, you could kill a bunch of people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's not many trades where that's the case.
It's funny because, Max, both of you guys would probably know. You guys know more about electrical. I know that for a fact, just because of the nature of the business or the job you guys do. But it was funny because when we walked over to the detached garage, we were shooting the shit, and I think it was actually the guy that worked in your room was like, "Hey, I wanted to show you something." He was like, "So your breaker is like, I need to replace one of the things on your breaker," and I need to replace one of the breakers, and I was like, "Oh, okay, why?" And he like literally put his finger to it. Remember that he put his finger to it, and it literally all the electricity started going crazy in the fucking building.
Yeah,
and it was like, that's what we call a fire starter. So I was like, all right, cool. Well, thank you for pointing that out. But it's like, then you got the other side of it where then they break the glass, and it's like, all right, well.
Oh, I mean, if he comes back, just send his ass home.
It's so funny because
you shouldn't touch your stuff.
He gave me a quote for some of the lighting stuff down here and upstairs.
What are you going to do in here?
Remove some of the lighting, like those two center ones, just because there's like, it's just clear more space. There's so much lighting in this house that is so unnecessary. Like the lights never turn on in this room because that's just why the fuck would someone need 6 lights in a room like this?
I was telling Bill that once I move on out of this living area, he should install a full Discord room here, like MXA 920 in the ceiling, PTZ cams, get his desk out here, and just have a fucking Discord room for him and all in the EAL.
This would be kind of a fresh backdrop right here. Not that it would be good for like positioning, but like if you like pulled this desk like farther this way, and then that was your backdrop, that'd be kind of a cool backdrop.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that kind of turned my task a little bit. I'm not happy about that, but it is what it is. Hopefully they can resolve this. If not, I'll leave them just scathing reviews all over the internet. It's too bad because you know them, but even more important, they should own this mistake. And it's like to me, it's like it's a mistake if you let someone know.
Yeah.
If you don't let someone know, you've now made a choice.
Now it's
wrong. Now it's wrong.
Well, it's like to anyone who listens. I mean, not that we have so many listeners and I'm going to influence people's decisions here, but like coming from people who have made mistakes. Someone here who has made mistakes in the field many of times.
Yep.
Like, it sucks in the moment, but you'd rather like get that moment over with than like always in the back of your head be like, fuck, I wonder if that's all right.
Yeah, I mean, also, I feel like you get to a point where it's like, okay, you make a mistake in the field, you can resolve it then and there. And if you don't, bring it up. You run the risk of getting fired.
Yeah.
Like, you run the risk of that getting back to your company and then being like, hey, man.
Because then it's a company reputation thing.
It's a company reputation thing based on your accountability because you're a direct representation of the company. And I don't want him to get fired, but he needs to be pulled out of the field for some retraining, if you know what I mean. Because that shit's not cool, and I'm concerned that he's doing this other places with more dangerous things.
With kids and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, not just kids, but just he's an electrician. I mean, it's not a safe, labor job. It's a trade that involves electricity.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit'll shut you down in 1 second.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'd hate for him because I don't think he was intentionally making a mistake, but I think that no one intentionally makes mistakes. But you intentionally choose to not take accountability, and that's the problem that I have.
And I find it hard to believe, too, after the fact that you said you wanted the light fixture and then it was broken for him to be like, oh, like,
yeah.
I didn't know.
I think the conversation of me wanting it came before he probably broke it.
Yeah, but like then he broke it.
Yeah, and then like just didn't say anything to me, so now I'm stuck with a broken light fixture. Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's not like it was. I mean, it's fucking not like it was broken. Like, if I ever needed it, now I have to go buy one at the end of the day if I wanted to. Yeah. Because the best thing I probably would have done with it was remove the fucking chandelier upstairs and replace it with that and call it a day. Because that made sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could have put that right up there at the chandelier that's too big for where it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but now you can't because you don't have it because it's fucking broken in pieces in a box over there.
Mm-hmm. Because
again,
it was so funny.
It would be one thing if it was like, hey, man, when I was taking it down, like it shattered or like something happened, it broke. And you'd probably be like, all right, whatever.
And people find me like, I feel like people think I'm fucking insane for always like wanting to keep like the boxes and like receipts and stuff like that. Like, I mean, like for this exact scenario, because the whole time they're like,
okay, but you keep, all right.
There's stuff that is unnecessary. Yeah. Granted, I'm not going to say there isn't, but in this scenario, because they kept wanting to push throwing the stuff away, they're like, we can throw it away for you. I was like, no, you're fine. Worst case scenario, I'll do it.
Well, now you know why they're trying to throw it away for you.
Yeah, that probably makes a lot of sense.
Something.
Yeah.
They fucking broke something there. Instead of just looking at you and being like, hey, man, we fucked up. Which it's like, okay, cool, dude. I might not even like look for anything in return. It's just like, okay, thanks for telling me.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool. It is what it is.
Even if as they were like walking out of the house to go and hop in their cars, they turn around and went, hey, by the way, I just honestly completely broke down. I've been like, okay, well, that's weird that you waited this long, but you know what? Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah. I mean, unless the higher ups do know about it and they're like, fuck them.
Oh, shit. There's a deer.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that was an oh shit moment, but
oh shit.
I guess, to some people maybe.
Fuck. It doesn't even have antlers.
It's a doe. It's a female.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Though, there's probably more because typically does will travel in packs.
So this week I'm swapping out bell peppers with my salmon for cucumbers. And I've never really eaten cucumber in a large amount that wasn't like, like a kimchi cucumber or something.
Motherfucker's
back.
Oh,
yeah, there's a fan because he's got a little baby right there.
Oh.
Got a little baby over that way. But I think they're scared of whatever animals in there too.
Probably fucking cats.
But no, dude, I never eat cucumbers like that in that large quantity amount where it's just like and it's
you
not
need
like
to pickle them or something.
Yeah, typically I do like some rice vinegar, a little mirin, some chili pepper, and some gochujang. Get it, kind of like a kimchi vibe, kimchi cucumbers. But I didn't this time, and I gotta tell you something, man. Cucumbers taste really fucking weird. When you start thinking about them. Like, usually they're added into, like, a salad or, like, something else. But, like, I just have a little 4-ounce fillet of salmon and then cucumber. So there's no other flavor.
I fuck with just cucumbers.
It's just weird to me, dude. It's a new,
quantity, maybe it'd be strange.
I've been doing bell peppers for this whole time for the last, like, 6 weeks.
You just go to, like, squash and zucchini.
Yeah, squash,
So I did zucchini for a while. Squash, I don't like squash. Zucchini is about the most squash zucchini thing I can do. On a regular basis. I considered eggplant, not really fond of that idea. There's something also easier about cucumbers, though, because I'd like to keep doing cucumbers simply because I don't have to do anything with them. Like, I don't got to grill them. I just like cut them up
Yeah.
Motherfucker moved.
Yeah, I know that fucking. That
And like I'm staying away
Way
from
down
like
there.
I'm staying away from like spinach and stuff right now because of the I don't know what's going on with this whole parasite thing, so I'm just not fucking with it.
Yeah, you don't want it because it's like a month of diarrhea.
Yeah, I mean maybe I do want maybe I do need to get this cleaned out completely, but at the same time, no, I'm not doing that nonsense, bro. I took laxatives once and like I almost shit my pants 3 times as I went out to the fucking work truck. And I was like, okay, I'm not. It
wasn't even like laxative. I mean, it is a laxative in and of itself, but it was. What do they call that?
I remember when you did that, and I was like, that's a bold move.
Well, I did it the day before.
Yeah,
I did it the day afternoon before this, and nothing happened until the next morning. I literally was walking out to the truck, and it just fucking hit me. And like I fucking tight butthole walk back to the fucking apartment up the stairs. By the way, stairs when you're trying to clench, crazy experience.
You gotta hop. No,
I kind of waddled it. I kind of swung my legs up the side a little bit.
I
hop.
think you 2-foot hop that joint.
Well, the problem with 2-foot hop is that every time it comes down, all that's
but you're squeezing.
it's slamming into the hole.
Yeah, there's one where it's
like swaying with the hole. It's slamming against the hole. All right, there's a huge difference between a slam and a sway.
Because Max is right. You're in one.
I guess you're not carrying your emergency butt plug.
Yeah, that's actually where you're messing up.
Nah, dude, you're right. No, that's
you want to know how to stop shitting yourself.
That was before we did a standard issue butt plug.
You want to know how to stop shitting yourself?
How?
You want to know how to stop shitting yourself?
Actually, I stopped all my whatever fucking function that would be called. I forgot. I'm blanking, but whatever that is, your bodily functions. It's not bad anymore because like my diet is just so consistent.
Oh yeah,
that like dude, it's like all the fuel is pretty much getting used. Like I'm shitting, but like it's not like I'm out there eating cheeseburgers on cheeseburgers and pizzas and fucking like cheesesteaks and like fried shit. It's none of that. I'm not like having to shit like a bunch. I'm not having any stomach issues. My energy's been good. I'm not sleeping great, but my energy's been pretty solid. So like I think the food, the whole diet thing is good. I got used to the lower calorie because I think that I took a hit on that. I think the blood sugar took a hit in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But since I've kind of rounded it all out and cleaned it out a bit, like I'm flying pretty even right now. It's just so, dude. I can't lie, man. Like ground chicken. Right now I'm finding that I think patty form is the best way to consume it.
Oh, for sure. I couldn't imagine non-patty form.
So this is the first week I've done non-patty form because I didn't want to go through the work of making patties and like doing all that. So I just threw a bunch in a pan and
unless it was in like a sauce or something.
Yeah,
like if you had a bolognese sauce or something, then I would be like, okay.
No, it's just fucking little chunks of fucking chicken, ground chicken that dry and it's brutal, man. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I don't think I'm doing this just loose ground chicken anymore. I think I'm gonna have to go back to patty shaping and taking an hour more out of my time to do that.
Once you get a chance, you can upgrade back to ground beef.
Yeah, I did ground beef last week.
Have you guys cooked any of the venison?
No, I haven't even gotten to doing that.
I'm about to though because I've been thinking about taking it out. I just
venison is actually a pretty fucking solid meat to eat. It's lean.
It's one of the best.
Mm-hmm. How much? Okay, stupid question. How much grams of protein per pound?
My guess is probably around the same amount as everything else, dude. Like, per 100 ounces, I'm assuming you're getting. I mean, well, I guess per pound, you probably get about 100 grams.
Okay,
roughly. My guess.
You may be catching like some stray lead in there, but you're good. I was listening to an informational podcast talking about. Lead in game meat, more common in ground game meat. But they said that you shouldn't be concerned unless it gets trapped in your gallbladder or liver. But they're saying they said it's uncommon. It's much worse to shoot guns than it is.
Yeah, about 104 grams.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, my rough guesstimation for any protein really that's worth eating is about 100 grams of protein per pound.
It's so
suggest weighing those because they're not going to be like exactly a pound.
Even, yeah.
They're probably more than a pound.
Yeah.
So I would just weigh them because it's probably like 1.2.
It's cool. Super weird. Like on like a really good day of mine, I could definitely eat like a pound of beef.
I think you overestimate how much you can eat. Because I mean, your last claim was a bushel of crabs.
Oh yeah, I mean that's fucking crazy.
I definitely think you could eat a pound of beef in a day.
In a day, 100%.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like over like a pound of beef is a lot, but it isn't as crazy as I thought it was.
In one sitting, it's a lot to eat.
But like over a day, if you push that through 2 meals, it's not that crazy.
Like to read, like it doesn't seem like in my mind, it's more like I'm lazy and that's why I don't reach all the goals I should when I eat.
Well, I also don't think you've set goals.
Well, okay, yeah, my goal is just to look good, and I'm currently
so like your dietary, you don't have any actual
I genuinely
like,
don't give a shit
goals. So like, there's nothing for you to hit. I mean, if you were trying to hit anything, I'd probably say you're shooting for 180 grams of protein.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to weigh about 180 pounds.
I probably I've been getting much better with it. I probably hit like 100 in.
You think you're clearing 100?
What in like a
I'm
day?
not.
A protein per day?
Max is not 100%.
You're eating a pound of lean meat a day?
I wouldn't say lean meat. I get it through other means, like the protein though. Like
probably get close to 100 grams, but I'd say at most days I'm under 100%.
Well, what's your diet looking like? Like if you were to max out your protein on your most protein intake day, what are you eating?
If I didn't make the chicken last night like complete and utter fucking shit, I would have eaten. I think that was like a pound of chicken in one sitting. I'm not gonna lie. That thinly cut stuff. Like I could have. Like it really depends. Like if it's like really fucking good, like and I'm like this is banging, obviously I can sail through that stuff easier than if I'm like this is disgusting. You know what I mean?
So but that was like one day, right? So if you're trying to get consistent with it, you would need to eat chicken 180 grams of protein a day.
Oh, 100%. But I will say I can't remember the last time I hit like 180, maybe not even like 160.
I mean that's dude, I'm telling you, just from doing it, it's a lot of protein.
Oh no, 100%.
It's not fun to eat.
I personally just don't eat enough.
Yeah.
Like I typically skip breakfast, which
I've been forcing myself.
Fucks you because you're in.
I get 75 grams of protein at breakfast.
Well, and the big thing about breakfast too is if you eat breakfast and then do stuff up until lunch, you're then hungry for lunch.
Yeah.
If you don't like eat breakfast, you can go until like midday without ever eating.
That's something that I used to do. I used to skip breakfast, skip lunch.
Yeah, that's what
you're not, for some reason, I'm just not hungry anymore.
I consistently do that.
That's what
I had to get out of that mindset and go into the mindset of I need to wake up, eat.
I would fuck myself consistently, especially more recently, where I'm like I haven't been I went grocery shopping today, but I didn't really do a lot of grocery shopping over the last, like, I would say, like, honestly, since like the 4th of July, just been kind of.
I was gonna say the period between and like before the 4th of July, I had like a crazy, just like back-to-back weeks of doing stuff like out of the country in Charleston.
And then the 4th hit.
Ever since I went to Charleston, which was like the beginning of all of it, I just haven't gone back to like any consistency.
That mojo, no, trust me, it actually feels weird getting
lifting any of it. Like it's just like all of it kind of fell off track just because it was just like 6 weeks of hecticness.
I have never felt more, and this is gonna sound weird, I never felt like the feeling of being off track more in my entire life until after the 4th of July. And I was like, all right.
I mean, yeah, same. I had that same feeling and I had to force it.
Yeah,
I just had to force it back in. And like, look, it came at the cost of the first week I went back into the diet. I mean, like I skipped a bunch of meals and I wasted a lot of food.
Yeah.
But at least I was getting back because now this week it's like it's going to be nice and clean.
Yeah.
Or last week, this week, going forward, it'll be real clean. It's just getting back into it is such a bitch, especially since it's like we had 4th of July. There was a lot of leftover food, and it's like I ate all that stuff too, or like we both did, and it, that's not healthy necessarily.
Yeah.
And it, like I'm still, and once I got the taste of it, it's like fuck. It's hard to go back to just lean chicken.
Yeah, because you eating
lean
fucking
chicken
brisket crabs
and egg whites for breakfast.
I mean,
for fucking
tacos.
crying out loud, dude. The other day I went to I was like assuming I was going to be at work a long time, so I brought 3 meals with me and. I ate chicken and broccoli for breakfast, my salmon, and then chicken and broccoli for dinner on site. And I mean, it's disgusting. At some point, it's just disgusting.
It's hard for me because like I love food to the point where like if I don't know, I guess I never like sat there like I like broccoli. I've never eaten enough broccoli to be like this fucking sucks.
It's not really the broccoli that sucks, dude.
The shitty part is when you hit your goals and me and Bill don't. all me and Bill are going to have to sit here and think was, oh, Dan actually did it. Like, that's what it is. So as shitty as it is, I hope you continue to the point where you actually solidify what your end goal was, because you are doing it.
Dude, it's a constant reminder to myself. I always have to sit there and be like, okay, I really want like a nice cheat meal, but I've had so many, and that's why I'm in this position.
I mean, it's a testament to your discipline.
You just got to do what The Rock does, where he fucking eats golden for as many. As long as it takes.
That's why like we had this like company event last week on Thursday, and like I can't do those right now. Like
there was literally.
I just don't know how I would make it work in my brain, because like if something appears in front of me right now, it's like I don't trust myself to sit there and be like, no, Dan.
But I'll put it this way: they got pizza at the very end. And like there wasn't very much. I had like one slice of pizza.
Yeah.
It would have been like the one event where you could have gone to and not been like, oh fuck.
And like I've been thinking about it, because I feel guilty for not going, because like I want to be part of the team, but at the same time it's like I have this goal in my brain, and
what you need to do,
and I don't want to jeopardize that possibility by going out, because I know myself. If a beer gets put out and everyone's having a beer, I'm not saying no, and that's a problem I have. And the problem with that too, because everyone's like, oh, you can just have one beer, it's not that bad. It was like, okay, but maybe for you. Like for me, if I have one beer, like I need to then leave the establishment, or I will have a bunch more alcohol, and it's not going to be one more beer. It will then just be liquor.
Yeah.
Beer, liquor, beer, more liquor, beer.
This was the one event where like that didn't occur.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it wasn't one where I was like, oh, you missed like the world. Like,
Dan, what you need to do is you need to go to these events, because I know for a fact that they have fucking like just cocktail shrimp. And after finding out
I'm
how
gonna
much
start bringing my meals.
They just didn't. We were at a like escape room type place, and then we went to a brewery right next door.
I just need to bring my own meals.
I don't know how many events you've been to where they just dishing out cocktail shrimp, but I haven't been to many.
No, we're not doing like.
I assume if you guys
events,
are making the shmoolah and you're a company the size I feel like you are, then why
are you
wouldn't
making the shmoolah?
Somebody's making the motherfucking shmoolah and they can afford shrimp.
Maybe they're having the shrimp. But no, I think my solution really is just fuck it. I'm going to bring my meals.
Or just eat before.
Eat before. Bring my meals.
You didn't miss anything, because by the time I got there, like they had already started doing like the like kind of like escape room kind of thing. Yeah. So I didn't even do that.
Damn. Yeah.
And then I had 2 beers at the brewery and left.
When I drove past New York Ave, it was about an hour after I hopped out your truck.
Oh, it was so bad. I mean, it took me 45 minutes to go 3 miles in DC.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I at that point I was like, fuck it, I'm out of here. But
I'd rather blow my brains out.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be my move going forward, is literally just bring my meals, plan for that, and that way I can go out to these events, I can be socialized. I just have to be careful of my alcohol consumption, because that's something that, if I do have one, and then I need to either leave the establishment.
It's just a social aspect of things.
Supposedly, this brewery at one point had 8 out of the 10 top beers in New York State.
Wow. But they're in DC. How's it?
But
what is it
their
called?
Flagship brewery is in.
Oh, what is the brewery?
I
forget. Is it half something brew?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of them, but that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, like I said, dude, I'm an alcohol guy, man. Like I'm an alcoholic. Like I don't.
But yeah, this one, like it wasn't getting out of hand. Like everyone was like, we're going home.
Yeah.
There are events we've been to where we're like,
Dan is so devoted to alcohol. Every morning he shakes in excitement.
Oh, look,
I'm joking. No, he's not an alcoholic like that. No.
Not in that sense of like I have like the tremors, but like it's to the point where I know.
Once you start,
But I feel like that's.
I mean, we had perfect witness of this on July 4th.
But I feel like that's more like the social aspect,
and I did not stop.
But that is more of the social aspect of things. Like Dan, you're not going in your room drinking by yourself.
July 4th, we went into it again. The plan was to get shitty.
Yeah, that's what it was. We also planned to get shitty.
There is a recording of us on the podcast saying we're getting shitty, but. Regardless, basically what I'm getting at is like, look, I know it's a social thing for me. Mm-hmm. Like I get it. Like I don't drink on my own. I don't do that. The only problem is that I don't socialize outside of my life if I'm not drinking. And like that just comes from my life. Like I just never been the kind of guy that wants to go and socialize with people if I'm not getting fucked up and partying. Like If I'm socializing, it's because I want to party and like I want to get after it. I rarely have this moment of like, oh, I'm just gonna have a beer and hang out with everybody. Like a beer to me is not a beer, and like it's hard to say yes when people are like, hey, let's grab a beer, because to them maybe it's like a 2 or 3 beers. To me, it's like we'll have 2 or 3 beers and we're gonna do shot and beers. We're gonna drink Jameson.
I don't think I've ever hit the like, I'm gonna go and have one beer. That never works.
No, it never works.
Me and Gabby try to do that all the time. We're like, we're just gonna go have one.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times Max has been like, hey, let's go grab a beer. I'm like, in my brain, I'm just gonna have one beer. And then we get there, it's a beer, and then the first things that come out of my mouth is like, can I get a beer and Jameson?
It's like, here's the thing.
And I'd already fuck myself right from there.
And the problem is, I like Jameson too, and then it's just like,
yes, exactly.
Gabby likes Jameson too,
and Gabby likes Jameson too, and yeah, I know it's the whole fucking, it's the whole kit and caboodle, man. Like it's hard to stop, and like I always almost go too far every single time, and that's really where it bites me, because like.
I love just being moderately.
If there is no cutoff, there is no cutoff. You know what I mean? Like if there's not like, hey, we're done, then I'm not done. Like I'm all about the party when I start going.
The problem is like if you're having a good time and you're having a good conversation with people, it's like, okay, like this is great, but like you always want something in your hand. Like
you want to up the ante?
No, it's not even up the ante. It's just in the moment, like, oh, like this beer's tasting great. Like let me get another one. And like, kudos to the people who are like, oh, I'm at a great level. Like, I'm just going to drink water now. Look, who the fuck can do that?
For me, it's like, I don't like being so fucking hammered. So I will eventually reach that point. And I'll just teeter off. But it's not like I'll keep drinking to keep it up. But I will never try to reach past that.
Yeah, see, that's not me, dog.
Well, my thing too is like, I don't want to be like absurdly hammered.
Yeah.
When you actually like, when I feel like I'm actually like really drunk is well after I've finished drinking.
Yeah.
Like I end drinking
when you get to bed?
Like, before, not even like before I get bed, but like by the time I'm done drinking, I'm typically like, I feel like, oh, I'm good. Everything's good. But then like give it like an hour and a half. And then I'm like, oh man, I'm actually pretty drunk.
Or dude, like the one thing that kills me is like, I'll do my normal drinking. And then once it starts picking up for everyone else, then I just follow that too. And so now I'm really drinking. And then they teeter off, and me and just like the few other people, then it's like, let's drink even harder. And then it's like, okay, I'm good, I'm done.
Yeah, like while we were at
that concentration right there.
It's like while we were at the river and we're hammered, and somehow that bottle of fucking pickle shots comes out, and then we're just drinking it, and then you get a hold of that bitch. And I mean, put a number
the pickle
on
shot.
that.
Fucking
it bottoms up. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like once it happens, there's no going back.
I feel like a lot of it is like,
that's what I quantify as like there's a part of that is alcoholism, right? Like that is one of
substance abuse.
It's substance abuse. Yes, it's abusive.
But would I label it as you as an alcoholic? No.
Well, you're not an alcoholic because you don't regularly do this.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing.
I guess that's fair.
It's the thing that you have going for you is you have the self-restraint to not do this frequently.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just when you do it. And part of that too is like the fact that you don't drink regularly and you do it more on an event type situation.
Yeah.
That's how it leads to like, though, if you were to like, oh, I have like 2 beers a night, like it'd be much easier just to have 2 beers and not want to drink more.
Yes.
But the fact that when you do drink, it's like that, you know,
it's a full
1
set.
out of 10 times a year that you do it, like, yeah, like we're going to get after it.
I mean, 10 is still, I mean, to me, like that's a lot. If I drank that heavily 10 times a year, I mean, that's a lot for me. Like, let's say at a baseline, it's 4.
But
and let's call it 5, 6. I mean, maybe 10. Yeah. Maybe it could be very well 10. Yeah. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I mean, it's probably about 10 times a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 times a year. I mean, it's almost once a month, I guess you could say, but usually they're kind of consolidated into like, you know, once the gang gets it back going, we'll have like a couple things.
But the thing
back
is,
to back,
you gotta look at it as like, okay, 10 times, like that's less than 4% of the year that you let that happen.
Yeah.
So ultimately, like,
but it's not even like letting it happen as if I'm okay. Never mind. I was gonna say because it's not like it's like a bad thing. It's like, oh my god, the fucking sins overwhelmed Dan.
No,
it's compelled to drink.
Yeah, it's not a let thing. I mean, I just participate and I participate with enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is as long as you're safe with it, it's all right. It's just like, and clearly you're not showing signs of like, okay, like I did it, but like the next weekend I'm like, I want to do it again.
Yeah.
Or like,
and that's where I used to be.
Yeah.
Right. And that's where like this mentality of like I'm an alcoholic comes from, is because like there was a point in my life where it was wake up, drink. drugs, drink.
I get bad enough hangovers where like I can't. Like I could never comprehend doing it like just day after day, or like even like heavily drink and then like. I've been to bachelor parties where I heavily drink one night or like all day one day, and the next day like all these people like it's like 10 a.m. and they're cracking beers, and I'm like, guys, I'm not gonna be like, I may not be good for the rest of the day. If you want me to drink a beer, like give me like until like 8 o'clock tonight, and then I may be able to be like, all right, I'll have another beer.
Yeah,
it's just like it's funny because like at the river, like as fucked up as I've ever been. Like the most fucked up I've ever been was at the river when I was slept in the fucking bathtub after. Fucking Zach.
You think that's the worst you've ever been? I have a memory of you in someone's apartment when we were in high school.
Mix is not nearly as bad.
I don't know, dude. You
because that was
everywhere.
But that was because the way that I used to throw up,
or
because I also threw up in the fucking at the river, and then I slept in the tub. Like I thought I was genuinely gonna die that night.
Yeah, I mean, I would also say maybe the night you threw up in Rob's car.
Well, yeah, and that
was a rough one.
Granted, the only difference between that was that like everybody completely fucked up in the car. Everyone completely shit the fucking bed.
I don't know about everybody, but
no, it was because like it was like, hey, Billy, you doing okay? No, I'm not. Okay, get the trash bag. Unfortunately, they knew where the trash bags were, but they didn't have the dexterity to fucking reach for it. And then Dion,
it was me,
chokes me out as I'm currently throwing up. Because he's like, I don't want to get arrested. It's like, all right, fuck yourself. I'm currently dying.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a history of like, obviously we weren't like regular drinkers like that as a group.
But I finished a fifth of fucking Jim Beam to myself.
I guess what we're called are binge drinkers. I think that's what I'm considering.
I was at a South Carolina tailgate, so hammered, flipped on my face, cut open my entire face, went to the medic tent in the frat lots. Guy was like, he's like, I'd highly recommend stitches if you don't want a scar. I was like, am I good though? And he was like, I mean, I'd recommend you go get stitches.
Can you see it?
And I was like, I think I'm good. And he was like, all right, but that's up to you. I'm like, and then blacked out throughout the rest of that, woke up in some backyard in a picnic chair, like or on a chair you'd take to your kid's soccer game. No one around me. It's dark out, and I'm like, where the fuck am I? And I'm like,
yeah.
Luckily, I was at the places where the people I knew lived, but like I had never been there before prior to this. So I'm like, I really was like, where the fuck am I?
Oh yeah, I mean, I woke up in the stadium of Stony Brook University in my underwear.
Let me tell you, the next day,
I think I had a problem.
The next day, my shoulder feels like it's like busted.
Yeah.
I'm looking in the mirror. My face is in so much pain.
Yeah.
I have like a massive gash right here in between my eyes. And I'm just like, what the fuck happened?
Is it scarred?
Yeah.
Cool.
I actually think I'm looking right at it.
Yeah. It's like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you press on it, it actually becomes way more like apparent.
Yeah. It's just like discoloration.
Yeah.
But like I had cuts all down my forehead.
Oh, I'm sure.
I stood up after I like hit the deck, and everyone was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, I didn't feel anything, so I was like, "What's the problem?" And then I'm like, look down, and there's just like blood going down my shirt. Like,
being hammered, having that much adrenaline, yeah.
Oh yeah,
but that night at the river,
face cuts too. Like if you just nick your face, you're gonna bleed. So like, it's not that I hit my head hard. It's just that there was like gravel and it just like
it was like the perfect combination. I gotcha.
What are you saying about the river though?
Oh yeah, no, that night was just the most fucked up I've ever been in my entire life. 100%.
Oh, for sure. Well,
yep. You guys want to call it there?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna wrap this one up. This is episode 51, guys. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yep.
We'll be back at it next week.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
You guys have a good one.
Adios.
See ya.